Hello and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 Online PvP match commentary. We are on the Forest of Niflhel for this game and we're following Calorium. So a couple of side notes I wanted to get in at the start of this video. If you are recording video from the next beta weekend, so if you've been playing some PvP and you're going to be recording, frapsing, however you want to do it, some footage, I would really love to commentate some more games. So I need the footage to be uploaded to YouTube, preferably in like 1080p and just in-game audio, and then I'll re-download it myself, commentate on it, and then re-upload it. And what do you get out of this? Well, we can plug anything you're interested in. So if you've got a team you want, your guild you want to have plugged, or your PvP team you want to have plugged, your name, your website, Twitter, whatever you need, we can do links and we can give you a shout out in the actual video itself. And of course, we're using your team's names and things like that, so you know, give you a little bit of experience of what it'd be like when you're playing at the higher levels in the future. So we're going to get into this start this game now. So we're seeing Calorium and three other players here fighting Tristana, who's a necromancer, up on the keep. The rest of the red team have just come in at the side. You can see them up on the ledge, jumping down now. Looks like Tristana's going down, but we're going to see they're going to be double teamed to bring him down securely. We've got 4v5 at the moment going on up here, I think it is. This skill going here that Calorium just popped off is his main key elite skill. That number 5 skill gives a huge heal to his team. He's going to try and rally his teammate now. This is a quite interesting feature in Guild Wars 2, that everybody can rally everybody. So there's no need to have a healer come over and do something like that. Everybody can do it. So all the fights can turn around nice and quickly, and it can all be quite different every fight. Keeps everything nice and dynamic and flowing. Another way it also works is that if someone goes downed or something like that, you can actually kill a player nearby them, and they will rally back up, which is pretty cool. So Calorium's been pushed out of this fight now. It's still going on for the keep. The blue team managed to get a couple kills to get themselves a bit in the lead, but it seems that both teams are fairly well matched for this game. Seeing Calorium now is going to be chasing down this Guardian, trying to push him away. And you can see Calorium's not actually targeted on the Guardian. He's targeted on an allied warrior. He's still managing to deal damage to him. That's how this game works. You don't actually need to focus on your particular target. You can just fire at someone nearby you, in front of you, and it'll hit them, which is really, really cool. It's somewhere between like almost an FPS style line of sight kind of game and almost like an old school MMO where you got tab targets and that kind of thing. So we're coming back up, engaging Tristana again up here up on the keep. Got their worm pet out. The worm's quite an interesting, cool little feature. You can switch. It stays stationary in attacks, but Tristana can also run away and then use the trigger the worm, and we'll swap places with it, so she can teleport back, which is quite a cool feature. It looks like the blue team have got this area fairly locked down though. They're bringing down one player I can see in the corner, and looks like Calorium's going to bring down the worm inside of the keep. Yeah, and Tristana's trying to run away, but there's a cripple on her. She's not going to get very far. And there we go, the flash from Calorium there inside with a blade combo, knocking them down. So a little discussion on Calorium's build he's running here. He's got the sword and blade you can see at the moment. The sword and torch you can see at the moment. Quite an interesting combo. Lots of power, lots of firepower from that torch. The number 5 skill sets yourself alight and burns nearby players, which is pretty cool. And you can also fling a big ball of fire, which is very interesting. So here against Sturbus, he's a ranger with a very gothic looking character build, which is quite cool. And then we've got another thief that's just come in here. So Calorium's running a great sword on his other spec, as you can see him using now. This has a really cool little 5 skill, which sends out an AoE of almost hooks, you can imagine, that hook onto players and then pull them towards you. Here comes Tristana back, the necromancer we were fighting up at the keep. Using a fear skill there, which removes the target from Calorium, so he can't target her and he has to jump back in. And there we go, he's got the worm back up, popping some sort of well underneath him there, which is dealing some, got bleeding by the look of it, and blindness on Calorium. The necromancer is really, really good at stacking up conditions. They can stack up fear and whatever you saw of fear just there. They can stack up poison and bleeding. You can really do some real damage like that. And they've got lots of variety in their specs. I'd love to do some commentaries for the necromancer. They've got some huge variety in what they can do. Unfortunately, a little Calorium skills missed. Oh no, he did actually hook onto them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the Guardian AoEs will work a little bit different. They sort of fire projectiles out from his body, which is kind of unusual, rather than just firing a straight up AoE, as you'll see as the game goes on. So Calorium here is going to bring down Tristana as well. Very well played there from the blue team, those two players knocking down the other two. Very well done. It looks like Calorium's going to now engage this Svanio, which is the mini boss for the red team side of the map, which is pretty good, so it's going to give them a slight advantage there. And he's getting support here from an elementalist. can see up a whole load of vulnerability stack on there. Not sure quite which player was doing that, but that's pretty cool. Got up to 10 stacks of vulnerability on him, which is interesting. Perhaps it's in one of their weapons. They've got a sigil which has this effect. So we see Chlorium kind of here now. We've got a ranger by the look of it. Yeah, a ranger who's fighting up here, and we've got Tristana coming in as well once again, fighting over the mine at the moment. It looks like the ranger is using a very close-up weapons. That's by the look of it. He seems to be using swords and daggers and stuff. I know the greatsword is very, very powerful for the ranger at the moment, but the ranger there goes down. Tristana's trying to help him out, but got Chlorium here popping the massive heal, which is going to give that team a massive big boost. There we go, going off, and this game's pretty much over right now for this point. No way Tristana's going to be able to beat them down now, and they're all nicely healed up and all back to full HP, and all nice and cleansed of all their debuffs. And there goes Tristana, and the blue team are going to get capture on the mine. So we're halfway through this game or so now. Very even score still. There's only about 40 points in it. 40-50 points in it. Yeah, we're going to be pushing up now to try and go for the keep. So the blue team are going to try and go for a 3-point capture, which is interesting. Looks like the red team are now countering and have gone towards the henge. That seems to be neutralised. There we go. And they're neutralising the keep as well. Sorry, neutralising the mine, which means that Chlorium is going to have to come up here now and go for the keep. I think he was planning on going for chieftain there. But looks like he's going to have to come up here and neutralise the keep, or else they're going to score too many points from that. There we go, it's neutralised. And then we're going to watch that go down. I think the blue team actually did just get their boss then, which is pretty cool. So they're evening up the score quite a bit, pulling out their lead. It looks like the blue team are going to win this game. Well, still too early to probably count them out, but there's not much chance of the bosses respawning before this game ends. That's why I'm sort of counting the red team out a little bit, but you never know. The bosses, the way this match turned around, and there's about 55-point difference or so in the teams at the moment. So the red team could still pull it back. They still seem to have 2 points captured, where the blue team have none, and they're about to capture a third. That Tristana is getting all over the map and in the right places for this game. But Chlorium's team do have the buff, so they do have a slight advantage from their rest of their teammates bringing down the chieftain. So you can see the well there, which is infecting Chlorium with blindness every few seconds. So he's missing his attacks. So yeah, the staff on the Necromancer sets down lots of wells and these are sort of like marky mine things, which when people run over them, they explode and deal effects. What are we looking at here? We've got an engineer who's coming here as well, set up a healing turret, which is going to give some support to his team, but it looks like Chlorium's now got a thief coming into his system. So we've got a 2v2 going on here, so Chlorium's going to go for the big jump into Tristana, try and bring her down. You notice how he's trying to stay on this point at all times. He's not going to let them get the capture on this point. It's really well played. That's why all Guardians should be paying attention to that. Staying and locking down that point, keeping your feet inside of it. It looks like the red team have now pulled it back very well. I was counting them out before, but there's only 10-20 points in it now. This is going to be a very, very tight finish towards the end of this game. Not sure even if we're going to see Chlorium back in the fight before it's all over. And there we go. Red team are going to win. Absolutely fantastic turnaround there. Brilliant, brilliant game. Chlorium got 11 kills in that. Very well done. 3 points captured. Very, very impressive game from himself, but absolutely brilliant play there from the red team at the end, pulling that back from a 50-point loss to the victory. Absolutely fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave me any feedback in the comments below, and check out us on, like I said before, Twitter. And if you're recording videos next beta weekend, let me know. I would love to do some commentaries on them. Thank you very much.